Respiratory system consists of specific organs and structures used in gas exchange in animals and plants. The food that we eat is digested into glucose, which is then converted into energy in the presence of oxygen. The energy released, which is stored in the form of ATP, is used in the cell to carry out endothermic activities. Oxygen is used to break down the glucose into carbon dioxide and energy, where carbon dioxide is released. Glucose, which is a 6-carbon molecule, is first broken down into 3 carbon molecules called as pyruvate. This 3-carbon molecule called pyruvate is converted into ethanol and carbon dioxide and releases energy when there is no oxygen, which happens in yeast, and this process is called as anaerobic respiration. Sometimes in our human body, when there is a lack of oxygen, especially in muscle cells, pyruvate is converted into lactic acid and energy is released. This built up lactic acid in our muscle cells causes cramps. The actual aerobic respiration in human body happens in the presence of oxygen in mitochondria in every cell. Carbon dioxide and water is released and energy is produced and stored in the form of ATP. Plants also respire and it is at the night time. Plants take in oxygen and releases carbon dioxide during the respiration process, whereas in the daytime, the carbon dioxide released is used in photosynthesis process and oxygen is released. Terrestrial animals breathe oxygen that is present in the atmosphere directly, whereas aquatic organisms like fish take up dissolved oxygen from the water. They take in water from the mouth and force it past the gills where the dissolved oxygen is taken up by the blood. In human beings, air is taken into lungs through nostrils filtered by fine hair and mucus. Rings of cartilage present in the throat ensures that the windpipe does not collapse. Air further reaches balloon-like structure called alveoli inside lungs, where exchange of gases, carbon dioxide and oxygen takes place. Carbon dioxide is brought in blood in a dissolved form inside alveoli, where it is released and oxygen is picked up by the blood molecules by a pigment called hemoglobin. Hemoglobin present in red blood cells have a high affinity for oxygen and hence it carries oxygen to all over the body. Oxygen is less soluble in blood, but still it is carried across the blood through hemoglobin pigment.